Torp here. I made 2 lives today, and both of those lives, one of them is public, one of them is unlisted. I had to explain this. My Wi-Fi cut off, and then I went back and got it back on to finish it up, because I ain't no fucking... I'm not trying to be flaky like that. Couldn't help it. Fixed it. Unlisted will come out at a later date. That's part 2 of Torp. Torp here for. God, I love explaining things. Do I get the job or not? I just gave him my resume. Eli. Coach Eli 2. Your last video. I'm going to go ahead and put this back just a second here so that I can read the title of your video. You fine lefty. The title of his video is I'm not about censoring free speech. I'm censoring hate. I'm not even going to read that stupid shit at the end of it, even though it says business and personal success tips. Ew. Well, you really pissed me off with this one. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a small chance I might blow my stack. It's about time I did. I got my poll back, by the way. It went over 24 hours. Now it's going on 72 hours, and I got a 50-50 split on whether or not to retire Eli. So that told me, go with your gut. I'm going to go with my gut, Eli. You're the reason I'm here, man. You said we give you content. You give us content. Yep. When something is this bad, you got to say something. Just like Brian does, man. He got to say something when something's that bad. He'd been plugging away at Pedro, hadn't he? Jeff Thomas Black been plugging away at Pedro, hadn't he? I don't know what the fuck Glitch Dash is doing these days. Honestly, it's not a fucking Roy thing either. I don't have a clue. It ain't because I'm not trying to have a clue. I'm just watching the ones that stand up. Repetition is good if it's about being legit. Repetition sucks if you say the same thing every day. Unless you say it like me. I got a little bit of game. Where I'm going with this is Eli has brought up free fucking speech of all the goddamn fucking mistakes he can make. Woo! All right, I'm going to pull Robert Reese on this one. Woo! Jesus, he did not just do that. All right, Eli, you just got Tammy shut down, what, a week or so ago? You got her shut down. But you gloated in this here video that was made today on the 19th about getting the motherfucker shut down because due to free speech. Even after you gloated that you got him shut down for impersonation. Impersonation ain't got shit to do with free speech, Eli. Where the fuck is California on the map? It sure ain't in Realville. When motherfuckers talk about free speech, one thing that pisses me off about them is when they spent the last 6 months saying darn and shoot. They ain't got no game. The only way they bring that shit back is by threatening people. You call threats violence. Dude, you do realize that you just kicked Tammy off the platform. You did that. And I know she's been taking credit for it. It makes you feel good, doesn't it? It makes you feel real good. But you never said that you felt good about anything other than the fact that you got rid of her because she was hating on you. Is that not free speech? You can hate on somebody. That's free speech. I don't like your hair. I don't like your house, your job, your words, your religious beliefs. I don't like anything about you. That's free speech in the hate world. What you did was you took down a channel that threatened you. You were scared. You didn't like that. They're going to fuck with your business model, as you would put it. But we still have yet to see what this business model would serve anybody, if anybody at all. Except for the few people that ain't got nothing left other than to support you with the fact that they ain't got nobody. They don't even have themselves. I read your comments on these lives, man. What kind of shit is this? This is the kind of shit that makes people go, Eli is fucked up. Eli is the one talking about free speech, but he ain't got none. He don't support it. He thinks it's funny when he clowns somebody on it. Do you realize how many men and women died in the United States of America service? Went overseas and got their kneecaps blowed off, their heads shot off. Families wondering when they're going to come home. They never come home. They get a casket with a flag on it. They get some benefits from the government. Those guys did that so that you could spew your bullshit, Eli. And you're going to complain about free speech. That you are the one that control free speech. Well, I got news for you, man. My words are bigger, stronger, faster, and more to the point than yours will ever be. And I still ain't been shut down on this bitch. Why? Because it's as I told Coach Brand, you have free speech on YouTube. It's violence only. And what Eli did was not attacking free speech. He attacked impersonation, but he's giving credit to the fact that he shut her up due to free speech. No. He shut her up because he was butthurt. He was afraid that she and her haters were going to get off on the fact that she had some sort of a symbol that matched his. Well, who's got this sensitive spinster, man? Is it not Eli? How sensitive are you, man? You walk down that trail every day just looking for those brushes and those bushes to just scrape against your buttocks? There's no goddamn way that you just said people who don't understand free speech. You're going to explain free speech to us when all the men that died before you and all the people that got to put up with all the bullshit in America that we have today are going to listen to a goddamn word you got to say about free speech when you can't even say shit instead of shoot. I know a lot of people might take that in a weird way, but it's a goddamn truth. If you're going to listen to a guy preach to you about free speech, wouldn't it be nice if he had some? He's so scared of what YouTube's going to do, what YouTube is going to flag, what YouTube is going to strike down. He's so scared of it himself. He sticks with shooting crap. He sticks with fucking rated G words. He don't believe in free speech. He is controlled. He is controlled by the mainstream media of Google, which makes him the biggest pussy on the planet. And I do mean cat. I mean pussy fucking cat. Dude, you ain't nothing but a strange smell. You have no facts to back anything up that you're saying, and what you make up, everybody sees for what it is. Your free speech sucks. I guess that's what you get for being a lefty out in California. You're going to call righties out? I got news for you. I'm in the middle. I'm an independent. I don't believe in left or right. I believe in what works. Eli, you're the one stuck on the side. Some of us, they got religious beliefs. They got fucking thoughts on how the government works, the Constitution works. Eli, you are not the fucking save-all, man. You're not. Do you have anybody supporting you that you are the save-all? It really pissed me off that you brought up free speech because you know nothing about it. The last time you talked about free speech was tonight. Pissed me off. How does a motherfucker come up here and talk about free speech when he uses that as a way to flag a channel down for fucking impersonation? Free speech, man. That's what I got. That's what a lot of motherfuckers on here got. We got some free speech, pisses you off. That's why you got to flag everybody down? I thought you believed in free speech, Eli. If you believe in free speech, why the fuck ain't you letting people say things about you that you don't like without flagging them down? That's not free speech, man. You're not encouraging the Constitution, you lefty motherfucker. The Constitution exists for one reason. It does not have an argument. There's no bias to it. There's no unbias to it. It exists. We have the right to say what the fuck we want to say, regardless of how cringe it is. as long as we don't threaten violence, as long as we don't support violence directly, and as long as we don't scare people as a terroristic sort of nature kind of way. Eli, you know nothing about free speech, man. I wonder how many times you flagged my channel. Can anybody fucking put a number on that? I know that this motherfucker's probably flagged my channel more times than he's looked over his fucking back walking down that trail of shame. Every time he walks down that trail of shame, anybody that believes in free speech and peace and love and harmony like he says he does, why is he so paranoid then? Why are you going to be that paranoid when you believe in all the things that you say? You are Pedro 2.0. I'll give Roy 3.0. But you literally are trying to sell a bill of goods that ain't nobody buying, but you're still trying to sell them. Dude, that's not a free speech issue, man. That's just a dummy down issue. When people got to dummy down to listen to you, and you know that they are. And the proof is 27 watching right now. That motherfucker hit 30? Maybe it did. It might have hit 225,000. You got a lot of supporters that like to watch you sweat. Anything's possible here. The reason I say that is because if you got like 200 in the box, which you once did, but you got one goddamn comment and you were pissed off about it in your live, it's like, I'm going to end this live if I don't get some comments or responses. How can I have 200 in the box and no responses? It's called freedom of speech, motherfucker. Something you clearly know nothing goddamn about. Freedom of speech is a real easy thing to understand. It means you get to say what the fuck you want without contributing to or going directly into and or providing violence of any nature or suggesting it to anybody else. That's where it ends. That's why cameras are allowed in public. And if freedom of speech was going to end like you say it, and like Coach Ram said, that would suck balls, because then we wouldn't see any more Eli videos, because you're allowed to have a camera in public and video anything that's in public. There's no privacy in public. Eli proves that every day with his microphone. I'm not really sure if that microphone suits him as good as a thong would. I wear a thong. Well, sure I do. It's comfortable. But I think that Eli should wear the thong on the trail and show his ass. You want free speech? How about free truth? How about realism? You gonna walk around in circles all goddamn day, every day, telling us that you're gonna fucking leave? Telling us that you're gonna fucking take a break until the beginning of the year? Dude, that you just ran right to a bridge abutment when you came back with this free speech shit. You do realize that there's a few of us up here that got a couple of years on you that know something about free speech. Even knowing YouTube has its own rules, they kind of roll with it a little bit, do they not? YouTube rolls with it a little bit. They do. Look what I get away with. I wake up every day assuming a pink slip's on the way. 90-day suspension. 90-day videos down. Can't make a video, or 2 more strikes and you're out. Eli, are you getting weak? I know I put you to task. I know you're flagging the fuck out of me and my free speech. But have you noticed that, Eli? We have all noticed that you're flagging free speech. You're not flagging anything other than that. You're taking credit for getting rid of Tammy on free speech when you had fucking acknowledged and you gloated about terminating her channel due to impersonation. It's a good thing there is free speech, man, because you just got to lie your ass off and you got away with it. Because I noticed that you little fucking busybodies in your fucking comment section there, all 4 of them. You did grow one, by the way. 4 of them. They ain't bringing that up. Oh, but I will. Well, what'd you think I was going to go away? I got a 50-50 split on the poll. A 50-50 split. You know what that means? It's up to me. That motherfucker was weird, too. I had about 75-25 go after Eli. All of a sudden, within 2 hours, it was leave him alone. and now it's a 50-50. It went up and down, now it's a 50-50. So Eli, how many fucking bots did you send to that poll? That's my question to you. There's some free speech for you. You better pucker up, dude. Get some KY jelly. It's sold in all 50 states. It's called Kentucky Y Jelly. It's KY jelly. It's a lube. It's for anal insertion. Because I'll be honest with you, man. You know, I'm all about female, dude. I got a wife at home that's just boom. I'm all about it, man. But you might want to consider something. If you're going to get hit that hard on the internet to that booty chime, you might want to get some fucking jelly for it, because you keep on bringing up this stupid fucking shit and walking down that goddamn trail like your fucking brain's on fire with a good idea. Know this. That light bulb's been cracked. You just ain't figured out what the fuck that means. So maybe it's time to keep this ball rolling a little bit. The negative comments I got, which was one, somebody told me, it was Thunder. He's like, man, I thought you said you was going to leave him alone. But you do you. Weak comment, Thunder. That's all good, man. Do you. How about that? You do you. I asked a question. You missed the question. You watched the video that I made before the question. And then you watched the video after the question. And that's all you had to say. You ain't paying attention in class. You don't know your surroundings, Thunder. You have some game. But I ain't talking trailers, man. I ain't talking traveling. You need to go over there and hang out with Dashing Across America. That old motherfucker right there's got about 20 years on you. He's got a little bit more game than you do. You need to bring that shit up a bar, Thunder. I'm just saying, just bring it up one bar. You can't talk to somebody and tell them shit unless you know where they at, where they been, where they going. And it's Thunder right there, man. It didn't aggravate me, but I was like, dude, what are you talking about? Do you not know that you're not the only fucking game in town? You're not going to tell a motherfucker like me, well, you do you. I tell you what, Thunder, you do you. How about that? See where it gets you. Don't tell me to do me. Don't ever tell me to do me. I tell you what, though. When you see me do me, that's me. I don't do me because you told me to do me. Thunder, save that shit, man. Throw that wig back. Get some fucking water on it, man. Let that hit the fucking wall with all that long ass hair. Let that shit stick to the wall. That didn't set well with me. You're getting a pass, but I'm just giving you my opinion. That did not set well. It did not. And don't get all gloaty on me, bro. Not right now. This ain't the right time. Come back to me later. Get a little bit more up in my face in the right way. Don't tell me to do me. Fuck you and your do me. That shit pisses me. I don't like when people say, well, you do you. I'm like, well, that's a fuck you if I ever heard one. By the way, that's free speech, Eli. Go without hanging out with Thunder. He don't even like you. Ain't this a bitch? This circle jerk shit's gonna be fun this winter, isn't it? Consistency, my ass. Nah, hell no. Don't nobody run no fucking circles around me with this fucking circle jerk. Goddamn verbatim, I'm gonna change the goddamn theme shit. The theme is what we say it is, not what you say it is. It's a goddamn collaborative. At the end of the day, if your comments don't match your views, if your fucking views don't match your subs, you got issues to deal with, according to Robert Reese. I didn't make that up, he did. I'm just repeating what he said. He believes that 12,000 plus subscribers validates 50 views of fucking video. I'm the one with the busted calculator, right? And this motherfucking Eli's going to talk to me about free speech when all the fuck he does is mute channels, cancel channels, shut them down, and block them because you don't like what they say. The fuck kind of education you motherfuckers getting here from these fools? That's the kind of shit I can't stand. Well, I'm eating my Thanksgiving dinner. We bought one of the big old butter balls. We're going to get nasty on that thing, man. That's just going to be good. Do you really goddamn think for 1 second I'm going to be worried about free speech when I say, god damn, that's good? My wife will hear it, too. I mean, that shit is good. She can cook a fucking turkey like a job. Eli, the only thing that you do like your job is fucking shoot yourself in the foot. And we all got to watch it like a viral video 20 years ago where somebody popped the biggest fucking zit you ever seen. Eli's become the biggest fucking zit I've ever seen. I gotta lay low for a minute. I just hit 20 minutes. Let me say one more thing before I go. Anybody wants to talk about free speech, who's right, who's wrong, you better not fucking contradict yourself, because I'm going to call that out. Don't fuck with the Constitution and don't fuck with other people's rights when you're the one fucking those things up on your own. These people ain't done nothing to you besides butthurt you, Eli. That's all the fuck they did. They butthurt you. In a really good way. Truthful. Yeah, you going to shut them up? You standing out now. Now you standing out, bro. Target number one. The one man that can dish it out but can't take it. Crooked ass walking motherfucker Torp out.
It does bother me some to realize I gained weight like